can hear the demons call when they do what they do. And now I feel like taking off, find a place with a view. The pain is never gonna stop if it's controlling you. I know that time can heal it all, I just gotta get through. I just gotta get through, I just gotta get through.
Greetings, comrades. This is Caleb back with another unboxing video for a budget controller. Now, if you watched my previous unboxing, I got the Turtle Beach Rematch Advance. And what I used so far, it's an okay controller. You know, it feels good in the hands. I just wish those back buttons weren't so clacky. And the triggers, I noticed there's a very, very slight input delay. Like, it's not humongous or anything, but it is noticeable. Like, I was playing Minecraft, I was playing to the block. Just like a few milliseconds later, it did the action. Which is kind of weird, especially for a wired controller. If it was wireless and it uses like an older Bluetooth version or like its own proprietary wireless thing, I can understand it. But a wired controller with input lag, even if it's not that noticeable, that's absurd. But yeah, it's still an okay controller for the price. But I decided to get this controller. I mentioned in a previous video that I was going to give this controller a try. It's another budget controller, it's like 50 bucks, but it's on sale as well. This was $35 as opposed to $30 for the Rematch Advance. And I heard some good things about this controller, so I might as well give it a try. This is the PowerA Advantage wired controller. Now there are two different versions of this controller. There's a regular one, and there's this one with Lumectra, which is their RGB system. Which they had an old one called Infinity or Spectra, I think it was called. I guess they changed the name for some reason. But yeah, the PowerA Spectra Infinity hands, yeah, hers is a decent controller, but it's no longer available on Amazon. I might get it on eBay later on. But yeah, I just decided to get this one just to see how it is. I kind of want to check out budget controllers for the Xbox. I have plenty of officially licensed Xbox controllers, as well as the 3 Hyperkin Xbox controllers, and all of them work good. And they even have an 8-bit DOE 3-mode controller, which is still pretty good. Don't use that much, but it's pretty good. But I wanted to give these other brands a try. The only other PowerA controller I have is the Moga XP Ultra, which I'll admit I kind of warmed up on a little bit, which that detachable base that you use as a smaller controller, that's a pretty nice little feature, I'm not gonna lie. And the phone clip, you know, if you play Xbox Cloud games through your phone, it's a nice feature to have. But I don't see myself using it. But you know, rather have it not need it than need it not have it, I guess. But anyway, yeah, I heard a lot of good things about the Advantage wire controllers from PowerA. It's pretty much a replacement for the Spectra Infinities or whatever. And let's see what this has. By the way, got my Karambit here. Yep, all you CSGO fanboys. Yep. See if I can't really spin on camera because it's pretty close, but yeah, I can kind of spin this pretty well. But anyway, let's take a look at the box itself. Pretty small box, but it is just a wired controller, so I don't expect too much. Lumectra PowerA Advantage wired controller, designed for Xbox, of course. Apparently, it's the best-selling wired Xbox controller brand in the US and Canada. Yeah, PowerA is a pretty decent third-party brand for Xbox controllers. I believe they make controllers for the Switch as well, which most of them are the same models as these, just made for the Switch. Yeah, multi-zone RGB. I will admit, I'm just gonna get it right now. I mainly got it for the RGB. The Rematch Advance doesn't have RGB, whereas this does. But again, there's another version that doesn't have RGB, so that's your thing. It does come with a lot of different cool designs, though. So if I like the Advantage wired, I might get another one with those cool designs. There's this cool, like, I'll show it right here. It's cool, like, dragon scale-like design. It looks so cool. If I do get a proper Advantage controller, I might get that. But anyway, multi-zone RGB, mappable buttons, as you expect from these kind of controllers. Yeah, a lot of the newer controllers come with back buttons, as well as 3-way trigger locks. That's interesting because the Rematch Advance does have hair triggers, and they work decently. But this has 3-way trigger stops, though I hear, especially with their Fusion Pro series of controllers, the middle trigger stop is pretty much useless. Kind of like the DualSense Edge's middle trigger soft, now that I think about it, because I hardly ever use that one. But curious how the full travel's like, or the easily add RGB lighting in your gamer space. Customize your set up with additional Lumectra Zone RGB accessories. A Lumectra 18-foot RGB strip. Yeah, it's another thing. There's also a bundle on Amazon that comes with an extra RGB strip, so you can decorate your setup and stuff with that. Pretty cool thing to have, but I just wanted the controller, honestly. Okay, and we got more here. Yeah, more of the Lumectra lighting things here. And yeah, it uses the PowerA Gamer HQ app, which I have it on PC. I think I have it on the Xbox as well. Daniel does for the Moga XP Ultra. Yeah, gives you good amount of customization here. So, multi-zone RGB, let's get this out of the way. Thousands of color combinations. So you got the left side here for zone 1, right side for zone 2, I can talk. The left thumbstick and the face buttons for zone 3, and the D-pad and right thumbstick for zone 4. 3 fun lighting modes. I'll just make it all blue, because black and blue, kind of my MO. And that's why I got this one, so it fits my setup. And an Advantage wired controller with Lumectra black. Got impulse triggers, 3-way trigger locks, mappable advanced gaming buttons, a diamond textured grip. Yeah, the Rematch Advanced does have a textured grip, but it's so soft and subtle it's hardly noticeable. I forgot it's even there. So I wouldn't really call it a grip, just more like a design. They just put on there for the hell of it. I got the 3.5mm headset port, which, and dual rumble motors, which, yeah, some controllers forego the rumble motors, but, you know, at least custom controllers. Anyway, let's go and slice this off without slicing my hand. But yeah, never underestimate a karambit. There's a reason it's designed like this. Look it up and you'll know why. And no, I don't have a karambit in CSGO or CS2. I still consider it CSGO because let's face it, that's what it is. So anyway, looks like it's up here. Yeah, I'm not expecting fancy packaging. This is a sub $60 controller. Okay, that's all plastic to protect the thing. Let me make sure there's nothing in the box. Oh yeah, there is something in the box. Just and there's your QR code you want to scan for the user manual. In the user manual, you know, don't throw it in the washing machine. You know, don't shove it in your eye. Don't use a cord as a tourniquet. You know, the usual stuff. Speaking of cord, it is a. Does it say how long the cord is? I keep forgetting to check it because usually the contents are listed on the bottom of the boxes of these. I don't know why they put it there. Let's see. Ooh, a 10-foot cable. Yeah, the PowerA, the Rematch Advanced came with an 8-foot cable. This is a 10-foot cable, so extra points for that. It's just a plain plastic cable, no braiding or anything like that, which, hey, take that for what you will. And I'm not expecting anything else on here. But here is the controller itself. And yeah, from a distance, it looks like a regular Xbox Series controller. Or Xbox One controller, you could say. I guess it's a hybrid of both, because, yeah, it has a share button, but it has a regular four-way D-pad. Which, yeah, they kind of went with the Series console controllers, yeah. They went with that hybrid D-pad, which is really cool they went with that, but, hey, nothing wrong with the basics, you know? Here's the thumbsticks. I feel like regular thumbsticks. So look a little. I'm not sure there's a chip on there. I'm not sure if it's a manufacturing. I think you kind of see it right there. Shouldn't affect the controller any. But you got your menu and option buttons. It's a share button. There's your guide button. Buttons. Feel like your typical memory buttons. You got your bumpers. These aren't that clicky. Yeah, the Moga XP Ultra has really loud, clacky bumpers, which, you know, they work, just they have to be so loud. And the triggers, okay, feel nice. No texture on it, either of those. But we're going to the back, going to feel the grip. It actually does feel like a grip, so that's good. Here are your programmable back buttons. There's 2 of them, which are the XP Ultra I have also has 2, and the Fusion Pro series, especially the 3 and 4, have 4 programmable back buttons. But you know, there's a sub $60 controller, so you can't expect that. But so we got some extra buttons here. Map, AGB, Intel LED, external LED. I guess that's for like programming the RGB and stuff. I'm pretty sure you can do that in the app. I'll try that out later. And here are the trigger stuff. So this is full travel. Yeah, the middle travel. Okay, here's full travel, here's middle travel. Hardly any difference. Only cut out like 10% of travel, if that. But what about the full trigger? Still only cuts out about, looks like halfway. Yeah, I'm not expecting fancy trigger stops here. Again, sub $60 controller, you get what you pay for. So, you know, take that for what you will. It does feel nice though. Like I said, it definitely feels more like a standard Xbox Series controller. Just the bumper stick out a little bit more compared to the Xbox controller. And here's your Type-C port. Yeah, if you're using a Type-C port, you want to make sure it's kind of has this like weird shape right here, like sort of almost barrel shape, because it has to fit in there. If it's like too big, it won't fit. Okay, so I guess what we'll do is fire up the PowerA app and see if we can customize RGB. So give me a minute. Okay, sorry for the weird angle here. I'm not used to recording footage directly from my monitor. Yeah, I could use Bandicam stuff, but whatever. I just want to do it in real time. So anyway, here's the controller right here. Already got the cable hooked up. And got the PowerA app opened up. And ooh, already going a nice little green there. Now in person, oddly this light here along with the D-pad is the brightest. Rest of the RGB looks okay. It's not super bright. I'll probably adjust it in the app here. So anyway, Advantage wire controller with Lumectra. Go ahead and update it. It'll take a couple minutes. Yeah, you can see the different lighting zones for the RGB. You know, on the left's sort of light blue. The right's sort of pink. The face buttons on the left thumbstick are purple. You probably can't tell to the camera, but yeah, that's purple. And the D-pad and right thumbstick are darker purple. Again, you can't tell from the screen, but yeah. So, I guess I'll go and let it update, and I'll restart when it's finished. Alright, the update finished. Just took a few minutes. Update successful. And I figured while we're here, I brought the Rematch Advance that I showed off in the previous video, and compare it side by side to the PowerA Advantage. And yeah, just to get a good look how these look. Yeah, how redundant. So anyway, so here you can test and calibrate the controller, remap the buttons, adjust the dead zones, stick dead zones, audio settings, originally, and of course the RGB. Oh, you can't adjust the brightness. Okay, so it wasn't its full brightness. Which, you know, since it's a wire control, you can't really worry about okay. You probably can't tell, but I am looking at the controller just to see how. I want to say full brightness. It's not much. It's not that much brighter, but you know. In zone 4, I'm gonna turn it all blue. Yeah, it's a little bit brighter. Yeah, it's a little bit brighter. And might as well change the color. Okay, I already changed the bottom to blue, and you guys see right there. And you guys want to make this a brighter blue like that. Now that looks pretty cool. And since zone 2 and 1 are on the sides. Okay, and just using the D-pad's a lot more responsive compared to the Turbo Beach. It's because it feels more tactile, whereas the Rematch Advanced for Turtle Beach, it's a little flat. It does work, but I don't know, just it's responsive, but this one feels more responsive, if that makes sense. Probably doesn't, but whatever. Anyway, here's the finished colorway for my controller here. Looks pretty nice, you know, black and blue, kind of my MO. Heck, this might be my main wire controller for the PC, even though it's for Xbox as well. And it is a 10-foot cable compared to the 8-foot the Rematch came with. So, it should get the job done. But anyway, might as well save my work here. So, I'm sure it'll save onto the Xbox as well once I'll try it out later. Okay, so guess we'll test it out real quick. Okay, I was testing the buttons. Okay. Testing out the rumble and the impulse triggers. They feel pretty good. And I like how it's I like how it closed the app. Well, I didn't close it, just yeah, I'm playing Firestone. So remap buttons. And here's the back buttons. So AGL and AGR. I usually buy to B and A respectively. Okay, hold on. Let's see. Select a button to remap, press B to go back and save for. Oh, gotta press the button. Can I select it from here? Wait, kind of an issue I had with the Turtle Beach. When you use the app to program the back buttons, when you try to program B, it won't assign B. It'll actually back out of the menu, which is kind of weird. Here's not doing that, but it's just not doing the thing. Here. Okay, let's try AGR. Okay, let's set it here. See, it's doing that, but it won't let me assign a button. Select a button to remap. Okay, it's selected that. Okay, I don't know why it's not letting me reassign the buttons. I'm gonna have to do it on the Xbox because the PC app's a little weird. I'm not sure if you can program the buttons on the fly because it does, yeah, it does have a panel from the manual. It just lets you control the RGB. Okay, map AGB. Okay, it's the top button. on the back. That's how you program the. But it doesn't show you how to program it though. Because you have to hold or you can kind of do it through the controller. You have to hold the map button for a few seconds, it'll start flashing. The small LED under the Xbox will flash. Then you have to press the button you want to map. Then you press the back buttons you want to map it to. Okay, so yeah, I'm pressing the right back button, and it's working as A. So can't right there for some reason. And for some reason it's programmed as the back button. It's not what I wanted. Let me do this again. Okay. Yeah, the PC app's a little weird. I might fill with the Xbox app, and I'll post here to see if it works better. So anyway, that is the PowerA Advantage wire controller with Lumectra for the Xbox and PC. And I'm going to be going around with that in the Xbox later on. So anyway, this is Unforgiven Caleb signing out. Y'all have a good day.
I feel like all is lost, but I know it's not true. I wanna put up all my walls, cause I'm not in the mood. But then I cut myself off from the rest of the room. I know that time can heal it all, if you're patient and soon it can all be worth it, all the searching. Pain is never really